was set up about 2 years ago, but we've only been going in anger for about the last 8 months. The first year I carried a business card. Next 6 months I had a couple of meters in properties that I owned, trialling out, making sure everything worked. And since we've been going about the last 8 months, we've put in about 1,200 meters now in the UK. Landlord metering came about because I'm an experienced landlord with a small portfolio and also experience as a property developer. And one of my houses, which was a 2 up, 2 down in Doncaster, I wanted to convert into 2 flats. And the builder offered me a very cheap price for doing conversion, about £13,000. And towards the end of the conversion, I approached the electricity company to put in a meter, a second meter. And they wanted £1,800 to do that, and to wait a couple of months. I was speaking to my dad, who said, well, why don't you put in a sub-meter? And I said, I can't put in a sub-meter. I'm based in Manchester. I can't go over to Doncaster to sell the cards or collect the coins. And so I was having to think about it. And I thought, why don't I put in a smart meter? I have a background. I was very heavily involved in electricity deregulation in the UK. And so what I did was I approached some of my metering contacts and joined up with a group of people called MeterPay, whom we've got an exclusive agreement to service, fully service to landlords. And this means that we can top up the meters remotely. So the tenants go onto a free phone number, which is free for mobiles, or they go onto our website, or they set up an auto top up. They give the card details, and we send the credit to the meter remotely, and we reimburse the landlords directly back into their bank account. We service every type of property. Mainly it's the HMO and the permitted development market. So we've got everywhere between a single flat above a shop up to our largest client, who have got 248 of our meters being installed at the moment, and we've just gone live on the first tranche of 80. The benefit for landlords of using the landlord metering service is that, one, they don't have to do anything realistically or virtually nothing about running the electricity. It's as if they had a pay-as-you-go meter connected directly to the network, and so there is no risk, or virtually no risk, of fraud. We know immediately if somebody removes the cover or tries to power off the meter or tamper with it. We assist them with the energy procurement, so we can make sure that we get a good tariff, a competitive tariff for the landlords, because we're not entirely a fully commercial company. We've got a social mission as well. We try and make a modest profit. We try and make sure that we provide an excellent service for landlords, but one of our aims as well is to make sure that the tariffs paid by tenants are as low as they can be, and where we're able to source the energy going into the property for a landlord, we can match and sometimes even beat the major suppliers. I was in charge of developing 60 flats, and we had to put in meter cupboards, 4 meter cupboards on the ground floor to and run wires all the way up around the building to each of those flats. And that's a very costly exercise, not just in terms of the wiring and the electrician, but also the lost space in the meter cupboards. And with the landlord metering service, we can put those meters wherever the customer wants. And is one of the major savings that they can get using our service. For landlords who want to use the landlord metering service, it's really easy. They just phone us up, we take a small deposit, which is refundable for the meter, and we send out the meter normally that day if they phone up and order in the morning on a 24-hour service, and the landlord can use his electrician to put the meter in. We don't lock landlords into our service. That's our guarantee that we're going to behave ourselves and keep our tariffs as low and offer excellent service. And it's been really successful. So far we've gone from virtually zero 8 months ago to about 1,200 metres in the UK already.